Here is the Week 14 schedule as well as 10 things that intrigued me about its schedule. Sunday: Bears at Bengals, 1 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Cowboys at Giants, 1 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Lions at Buccaneers, 1 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Packers at Browns, 1 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Colts at Bills, 1 p.m. on CBS Game Tracker. Vikings at Panthers, 1 p.m. on CBS Game Tracker. Raiders at Chiefs, 1 p.m. on CBS Game Tracker. 49ers at Texans, 1 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Jets at Broncos, 4:05 p.m. on CBS Game Tracker. Titans at Cardinals, 4:05 p.m. on CBS Game Tracker. Redskins at Chargers, 4:05 p.m. on CBS Game Tracker. Eagles at Rams, 4:05 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Seahawks at Jaguars, 4:05 p.m. on Fox Game Tracker. Ravens at Steelers, 8:30 p.m. on NBC Game Tracker. Monday: Patriots at Dolphins, 8:30 p.m. on ESPN Game Tracker. Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson vs. the Jaguars defense. Wilson is playing at an MVP level this season, his ability to escape pressure to make throws being the thing that really stands out. With his offensive line, he does that a lot. The Jaguars are the top-scoring defense in the league and can pressure the quarterback, leading the NFL with 45 sacks. The corners are outstanding as well. This will be a real challenge for Wilson. If he goes in against the top defense in the league and plays well, his MVP candidacy will grow even stronger. Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz vs. Rams quarterback Jared Goff. Though they won't be matched against each other, they will be the focal point since they went 12 in the 2016 NFL Draft. Goff went first to the Rams, with Wentz second to the Eagles. Both teams traded up to get the picks to take the two quarterbacks, and those moves look to be paying off. Wentz is having a slightly better season, but not by much. Both passers have made major improvements this season, with Goff taking the biggest jump. Who gets the best of it here? If Goff does, he might push more folks to consider him as an MVP candidate. Can Leonard Fournette or Kareem Hunt get back to playing like they did early in the season? They both look to be on pace to put them in the rookie record books earlier this season, but they've cooled considerably. Hunt had 609 yards rushing in the first 5 games and just 321 in the last 7. Fournette has 822 rushing yards, but just 216 in the past 4 games. He did miss Week 8 with an ankle injury, and he hasn't been the same runner since. These two need to get it going quickly for their respective teams. Vikings quarterback Case Keenum against the Panthers defense. It's hard to win on the road in the NFL, and much harder against good teams. Keenum beat a good team last week in Atlanta on the road and now will try and knock off another in the Panthers. If he beats the Panthers, it would mean knocking off the MVPs from the past 2 years, with Carolina's Cam Newton winning in 2015 and Atlanta's Matt Ryan winning it last year. That wouldn't be bad for a guy who was expected to be sitting on the bench this season. What can the Panthers expect from Greg Olsen in his return? After missing 9 weeks with a Jones fracture in his foot, Olsen returned 2 weeks ago against the Jets. But the foot had some tenderness and he had to leave that game, and also missed last week's loss to the Saints. He practiced in full this week and is expected to start and play a lot against the Vikings. The grass field should be kinder to his injured foot, which still has a screw in it. If Olsen can get it going, he will be a big boost to Newton and the passing game. Antonio Brown against a Ravens secondary without top corner Jimmy Smith. Without Smith, the Ravens' top corner, who is out for the year with a torn Achilles tendon, Baltimore has a big problem trying to contain Brown, the league's leading receiver. 2 games against the Ravens when they were missing Smith in the past, Brown had 21 catches for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is not a good situation for the Ravens, who will start rookie Marlon Humphrey in place of Smith. Humphrey gave up some catches last week against the Lions, but he has also had an interception. Will the Steelers have any lingering impact from seeing Ryan Shazier go down with a back injury that still has him hospitalized? It's always hard for players to see teammates, or even the opposition, carried off on a stretcher. The Steelers seemed to respond after Shazier was carted off Monday night, rallying to beat the Bengals, but that was in the heat of the moment. With a week to talk about it, and wonder about their teammates' health, will it be easy to just go out and play? I think it will be, because that's what players do. The Ravens-Steelers games are usually physical, and this should be no different. But the most important thing is this: hoping like heck that Shazier is okay. How will the Giants respond to the firing of Coach Ben McAdoo? I would be surprised if they didn't play hard, especially since they are facing the rival Cowboys at home. With Eli Manning back in as the starting quarterback, the Giants should show a lot more life in this one. McAdoo lost the team, and it showed. Interim coach Steve Spagnuolo will do a better job of handling his players. The maligned Chiefs defense show up at home against the Raiders to try and break a 4-game winning streak. So many kept pointing to the Kansas City offense is the reason the Chiefs were struggling after the 50 start. But it's been more about the defense. It has been a disaster. That unit is ranked 30th in total defense, and really struggled last week against the Jets. The Raiders haven't been great on offense, but this might be their chance to get it going. How will the Patriots compensate for the loss of tight end Rob Gronkowski? They will do so in typical Bill Belichick fashion. They will find a way. They've played without Gronkowski a bunch over the years because of injury, and they've always adjusted. That's the greatness of Belichick. I would imagine coordinator Josh McDaniels would use Rex Burkhead a bunch in the passing game to compensate against the Dolphins. Dwayne Allen and Jacob Hollister will handle the tight end duty.